Good afternoon. This is the final episode of the LEGO Insect Collection series. In this episode, we're going to complete the build of the Hercules beetle, and we're also going to give a final rating and review of the entire set, including the Chinese mantis and the butterfly. So with that said, let's jump right into it. Pack number 4 is next. We have built the base upon which the Hercules beetle will sit slash stand slash chill. And in this episode, we're going to build the actual insect, the actual Hercules beetle. So with that said, pack number 4 going in. Pack emptiness confirmed. And as usual, we have a smaller pack of bricks, the smaller size bricks within the big pack. So I'm gonna rip open that one as well. And we have an amazing diversity of colors. We have the caramel colors, the chocolatey browns, the blacks, the golds, the reds, the whites, the blues. Very nice looking bricks in there. Trying to make sure I don't drop any of the bricks on the floor. And we're going to start with a mini sub build. We're going to start with this unique brick with the attachment piece as well as the hole in there, white color. And we're going to attach to it this angled long brick, super unique in its shape. And to its end, we're going to add 2 of these white bricks with the hole and the attachment on the other end. And that is number 2. And that's gonna go, and we have another sub build before application. Starts with the same white brick, continues with the same curved, angled, rounded off long white brick. And we're gonna add those. See, there are 2 hooks of that grayish, bluish, greenish color, unidentified color, unnamed color. And we're going to add those to said hooks. So the first one goes right there. And the second one trying to give you guys a good angle, like so. Perfect. And as always, we have the progress bar at the bottom. We are at roughly 45% of the entire build. So it's sub build time. We're gonna start with the white cone upside down. We're gonna add to it this cross-shaped red rod, and we're going to pierce with that. We're going to pierce through this 2x2 baby blue color circle. A very nice color, if you ask me. Perfect. And to its top, we're going to add this disc of the same baby blue color. Perfect. Kind of looks like a mushroom. And to the top, we're going to add, I just love this blue color. It's such a nice, it's not baby blue, it's such a refreshing blue. And as we've seen in the previous videos, it's a different build technique here. So we're not adding the dot to another knob slash dot, but rather we're adding it, joining it between 4 other knobs. And sometimes that's a challenge for me to do, at least. So let's see how tough it's going to be this time around. So the base of the dot goes between the four knobs. Not there yet. Sorry if there is some occasional wobble of the camera, but the table is kind of unstable today. Unstable table. Let's try again. Give me a second. It's this build technique. I'm curious if there is like an easier way to do it, but it always challenges me. There it is. See? So it went between the four dots. Nice. And we're going to do that 2 times. So once again, white cone joined by red cross-shaped rod. Push that in. Joined by 2x2 baby blue circle with a cross-shaped hole. And on top we add the blue disc. Perfect. And once again we attempt to add between the baby blue dots our refreshing blue dot. Let's see if we're able to. You know, practice sometimes doesn't make perfect. And this is one of those times, apparently. There it is. Okay. Perfect. And we're going to add those to our white attachments. And these, I believe, are mushrooms, not just mushroom shapes. So that's mushroom cap number 1 going in. And then mushroom cap number 2 going in. Perfect. We have a mini sub-build once again. We're going to start with this 1x2 with the hole-shaped attachment. And we're going to strike through that a mini black lightsaber. It's not actually a lightsaber. I just tend to call it that because it's this thing I associate the shape with. There it is. Okay. So that goes through. And then we have one more of the same brick with the whole attachment. Perfect. And we're going to apply that right there. Okay, I got it now. We're going to add it right there, but it didn't click. And it needs to be joined and fixed with this beige shape rod. Look, it's going to hopefully push through all of the bricks therein, and indeed it has. Nice. Okay. So now that's in place. Perfect. And we start building the actual beetle. Let me just sip a quick sip of lemon water. Putting that aside for a sec. like this. And let's rearranging our bricks just a bit. And we start with the classic chocolatey, gorgeous 2x6. And on top, oh, I just love this color. I know I say I love this color too much, but I just love this caramelly color. I kind of want to bite it. So it's an oval of that color. And we're also gonna add the classic 2x4, black this time around, as well as to the ends, we're gonna add these 2x2s with the inverted holes, with the hollow holes, and the hole attachment. 2 times, so that's 1 time. And then we're gonna add it, hopefully, 1 more time. There it is. Like so. So we flip around our structure and we're gonna add 2 of our favorite caramel color 1x2 rounded off slippers. That's 1. And then that is 2. Perfect. We're also going to add 4 of these. Also the 1x2 blacks with the hole shaped attachment. So that's 1. And opposing it, we have number 2. And next to them, we have 2 more. It's number 3. And finally, number 4. And to the end we add one more of our caramel color ovals. And we keep on layering our build, this time around with this unique L-shaped chocolatey color brick 2 times at the bottom, so that's 1 time, and 2 times. And it's sub-build time once again. We start with this L-shaped with the multiplicity of knobs, and we add to it. I always have to pay attention because it's very similar if you flip it around, but there is a longer side and a shorter side, and we have to apply this brick, this golden brick with the teeth, to the smaller side, like so. And we also have 2 quarter circles of the chocolatey color. And that is 1. And next to it, and that is 2. We're going to add that atop of the caramel oval, like so. To the 2 sides we add this unique brick 1x2 on one side and then perpendicular 1x4 on the other side. And we're going to add those to the right and to the left. Once again, it's sub-build time. The classic the recurring 1x2 light gray inverted hollow knobs with the hole attachment in which a ball will join. And on top we add the caramel oval, as well as the gold piece with the 3 teeth, like so, as well as this mini Z shape or staircase, depending on your projection. Perfect. And to the top we add a black semicircle, if I'm able to locate it. Is that? Yeah. So black semicircle, smooth top, flat. There it is. Perfect. I'm just checking whether the orientation is right. You guys can see everything, hopefully. So at the middle we have our favorite. This is officially my favorite brick from the set. In some builds I just have a recurring brick or maybe a unique brick, that's my favorite. And this is just such a nice shape. The oval, it's symmetrical, it's caramel color. I just love this brick. And to the end we add this chocolatey brown L-shaped brick with the multiplicity of knobs, like so. And we're gonna add that structure right there. I just love it when you come back to the OG build and it's a perfect fit, like so. Okay. And we keep on adding to our structure. First we have 2 of the chocolatey benches. These are benches, not even L's. These are mini benches opposing each other. Oops. Something's off. Why doesn't it fit? There it is. Once. And then twice. With the hollow knobs facing outside. And it's time for our favorite brick. Once again, caramel oval. And to the end we add this unique brick. It's a 2x2 with a rounded off top, or it's actually closer to a 2x3, but with just 4 knobs and with a rounded off top and the hole at the top as well. So that goes right there. And then we add the smooth top 2x2 black brick to the top. So I can see 2x2s with knobs. Same there. But I can't see. Or is it a brown one? Oh yeah, it's a dark brown one, sorry. It's a bit darker shade than the ones on the side right there. Okay, so push that in. And we add some speakers. They look like speakers to the sides. A 2x2 right there with knobs, hollow knobs facing outside, or outwards rather, and then 2x1 next to it. And then the same to the left. 2x2 first, and then 2x1 next to it. Perfect. And we keep on adding details to our build. Let's start with the caramel piece. Our favorite and gorgeous caramel piece. Oval. 1 time. 2 times. Next to that, we add our dark brown triangle. Like so. As well as a black oval to this side. Underneath we add the 1x2 with the teeth in gold color, as well as a golden dot next to it. And I believe we've added all of the bricks here. But we don't stop there. We add one more of these golden 1x2s with the teeth, with the mini teeth. Oops. And then next to that, we have our dark, super dark brown rounded off 2x2, as well as its cousin, the rounded off 1x2 trapezoid, like so. Nope, opposite orientation. So we're gonna need, nope, yes, that one. That's when it's easy to mix things up. See, I was about to apply this one like so instead of that one. It's a small detail, but it could mix things up. And we flip our structure and we do the symmetrical adding of the building blocks on the other side as well, I believe. So let's start with the black oval to the top right, underneath the golden 1x2 with the mini teeth. And next to that, the golden dot. Then we have our our favorite bricks 2 times. The caramel oval, and then twice. And then pointing upwards, our dark brown triangle once again. And I believe that is it. And we also add the overlaying 1x2 gold with the mini teeth, like so, as well as the rounded off 2x2 of the dark brown color. And next to that, we add the 1x2 rounded off trapezoid, dark brown color once again. To the 2 sides we have 2 of the golden dots. It's 1 dot, 2 dots. And we cover up the top of our structure with 6 of these rounded off trapezoids, dark chocolate brown. So that's 1 and 2. That's going to be the opposite side. 3. And then we have, if we're able to locate it, that is number 4. 2 more. There it is. Number 5. And finally, number 6. Perfect. So we're adding some height to the back of our build, starting with this 1x4 chocolatey brown, and then this unique rabbit-shaped brick, rabbit in the sense that 2 eyes here, and then the 2 big ears on the top. Also kind of looks like the end of the Batmobile. And on top we add 2 of the black quarter circles. Just trying to make sure that the orientation is correct. And then in between, we add 2 of these chocolatey brown pieces with the mini rod attachments. Like so. Then it's sub-build time once again, and we have our final caramel oval brick, the OG, the fantastic. To the top we add this 2x2 dark brown circle with the cross-shaped hole at the middle. And on top we have a black semicircle, as well as the mini bench, or the letter L, like so. We're going to add that sub-build right there. Look. Ah, nice. Perfect, snug fit once again. Let me just grab a sip of juice. And also a sip of lemon water. And it's sub-build time once again, marked by the white rectangle. In some of the booklets, it's a yellow rectangle marking the sub-build, but this time around it's white, which is also fine. So 2x2 black, joined by 2 of the dark brown mini triangles, facing the opposite direction. And to the other side, we have this unique, also kind of, sorry about the wobble, bench looking brick to which a rod is going to join for sure. Like so. To that, we're going to add this 2x2 black with the inverted knobs, with the hollow knobs, and the rods, the before mentioned rods, with a hopefully satisfying click. Like so. And we're going to add that to the back of our build, to the back of our Batmobile. Just making sure it's the correct orientation. So it should be facing that way. And then this is a moving part. Perfect. And we keep adding some mass to our build, to the Batmobile. First, we have these black shields joining the build. One time. and then 2 times, and the same on the other side, 3 times, and finally 4 times. For the next sub build, we're going to start with 2 2x2 black flat plates, and on top we add a black oval on one side, and then 2 black 1x1s with the mini teeth attachment to the other side. And on top we're going to place this long elongated structure. Perfect. We're going to pierce through that with the mini red lightsaber. Atop of which we add the black cone, like so, as well as this black pointy ending. Push that inside fully. Perfect. And we're going to add that, oh wow, we're going to add that right there, look. And there we have the attacking piece, the attacking machine, the attacking attachment, I'm not sure about the English name, of the Hercules Beetle. Nice. So we start building the other half of the Beetle. I'm going to put this aside as well. And we're starting with the black oval, joined by this black traffic light, let's call it that, with the multiplicity of knobs. All that's going to be the head. Nice. We're going to add the 2 brown spheroids, which will serve as the eyes, I believe. Here comes a golden dot. And then, behind the eyes, we add 2 more of these pointy black bricks that are, I believe, silicone material, so they're a bit softer compared to regular bricks. And we're gonna top that off with the rounded off dark brown 2x2 slipper. Nice. We reorient our structure, and we're gonna, oh well, that's interesting. So we're gonna start with the 1x1 with the tooth attachment, black color, and on top we add, it's a it's a 1 by 0.75. It's not a full 1x1. The height is a bit smaller compared to regular 1x1s. It's like 2 flat 1x1s or 1x1 plates stacked atop of each other. I've never seen a brick like that. That's quite new to me. I wanted to say unique, but it might be recurring, but it's my first time. So this would be the 1x1 height, right? But this is actually 2 bricks. Okay. So let me reorient. So that should, nope, yeah, that looks better. I should come right there. And we add 1 more of the, not exactly 1 more of the 1x1 flat with the tooth attachment, black. And then 1 more of the not exactly 1x1 brick. To the top we add a circle with a mini rod attachment, to which we're going to join this unique brick with the hook at the end, like so. And to the black oval that started our mini build, we're going to pierce through two of these chocolatey brown screwdrivers. Now I know it's not a screwdriver, it's a, well, hopefully you guys know what the name is, because I don't. So that's one, and then that is two. Perfect. And to the bottom we add this light gray rod with the spheroid ending. Push that in fully. And we're going to join that right there, look. All right. Perfect. Amazing. So we have the head and the torso of the beetle. Oh, and it's moving nicely too. Ready to attack. Okay. As usual, we have some extra bits and pieces of the smaller size. Putting those aside once again. Sipping some juice and some lemon water. We are at 37 minutes. And this is going to be our last pack within the insect collection. More specifically, within the Hercules Beetle build. Pack number 5 going in. Wow. Wow. Pack emptiness confirmed. As usual, there's a sub pack with the smaller bricks. And amazing colors in there. Multiple shades of yellow. And then this salmon color, pinkish. And then the neon transparent orange. And we have the recurring chocolatey browns and lighter browns. So that's going to add some nice touch to our build. And we are at 70% of our build. So next we're going to do the legs 4 times, to be specific. And we're going to start with the light blue the blue lightsaber with the cross-shaped rod at the end and the circular one at the other end. To that we're adding this black brick with the attachment, and then just checking if that's correct. Yep. Nice click. Then piercing through that is the blue rod. And then we have the black cone. Push that in. And finally, we need another hooked brick. That's the one. And then adding to that this U-shaped brick, like so. And we're going to do that 3 more times. So starting with the blue lightsaber, joined by the black one with the cross-shaped hole, joined by its cousin with a hopefully satisfying click. Indeed, 2 clicks actually. And then the green rod, the black cone, the black bit with the hook, and the U shape. Perfect. And fingers crossed that neither my phone battery will die or my storage will run out. And then we need to do a re-recording or another assembly, because both are kind of running low. So let's hope for the best. Green rod, black cone, hooked black brick, and finally the U, the black U. And one more time, we start with the cross-shaped blue, piercing through the cross-shaped hole of the black brick. Black brick cousins going in. Green rod. Black cone upside down. Black brick with the hook attachment, if we're able to locate it. There it is. And finally, the black U. Perfect. And we're going to add those check the orientation. Yep, flipping that around. Oh, there's the 4 black holes. Okay. So that's 1, and then 2, and 3, and 4. Oh, nice. And the moving clicks are super satisfying. Let's see if you guys can hear. Oops, no, that was a break, not a click. Nice. Nice. Okay. Next we add the 2, let's call them hands, the 2 front attachments. And we start this time around with this black brick. Piercing through that is the black lightsaber. Actually, this time around, let's go parallel. Not 1 by 1. 2, mix things up a bit. Looking for the black lightsaber one final time. Let's see if we're able to, because we have to do it 2 times, right? Okay. There it is. The other one, perfect. That way. And then we're gonna add now that one. These are, look, these are easy to mix up. The base is the same with the cross-shaped hole, but then the top, one of them is a hooked attachment and then one of them is a solid attachment, and those two join together actually. But for me at least, it's easy to mix up. So hooked attachment first and then solid attachment joining. Nice. Same for the other one. Hooked attachment first and then solid attachment joining. And then green rod piercing through. One time. Two times. And then it's black cone time. One time. Two time. Is it? Upside down once again. And finally, black brick with the hook plus the U. One time. And two times. Oops. Perfect. And we're going to add those. Let me see where. Oh, right there. Look. Sorry about the wobble. Kind of hard to access without. There it is. So that's one. And then that is two. Perfect. And now, finally, we can sit the Hercules beetle atop of its glorious base. Let's see where it fits. Oh, right there, look. 4 inverted knobs. And then the tummy of the Hercules beetle. Perfect. Nice, snug fit. The king has been placed to its rightful throne. What a nice build this is going to be. Wow. Okay. Putting that aside for a minute, sipping a quick sip of lemon water. And then we're going to do the wings of the beetle, which is going to add some amazing color. We start with this salmon color semi-quarter circle rather. And we add a quarter circle of this very nice neonish transparent orange color. I just love transparent bricks. They're just so special. We're also adding this transparent neon orangish mini house, as well as of the same color, a 1x1 flat orange, and then 2 of these yellow quarter circles right next to it. We're going to expand our build with the salmon colored 2x4. As well as one more of these orange mini houses. And to that, we're going to attach, just checking the positions, another salmon quarter circle. like so. And we keep on layering our build with one more of the neon orange mini houses. If it fits, it does indeed. Plus 2 1x2 transparent orange bricks with no knobs atop either. Next to them we add a quarter circle of the chocolate color. And I'm checking if I think I mixed something up. Let me check real quick. Oh yeah. So this triangle no, that was correct. Oh yeah. Yep. Now I understand. Because I aligned up the salmon pieces, but this was one row below the others. So this is the correct positioning. And now we add our bricks again. And hopefully this time around it's gonna work out fine. So that's 1x2 orange, and then 2, and then we add our chocolatey brown quarter circle. Perfect. As well as our smooth top 1x4, same chocolate color, and our rounded off 1x2 slipper next to it. We're going to flip our structure around. We're going to add 4 of these rounded off circles with 4 knobs attached to them. I'm just trying to make sure that I put them in the right position. It's 2, and then that is 3 and 4. So we gain some structural stability and integrity with these dots. And it's mini sub-build time, starting with 3 chocolatey dots, and then the horn, the chocolatey brown horn. And that's going to join. How is the question? Yep, I missed a step right there. So I missed the pan. So the pan is supposed to come right there, like so. And then we add back our circle. Perfect. And now we're going to be able to add the horn, like so. Perfect alignment. And for the next sub build, we're going to take this unique salmon color brick, flip it around, and then chocolatey 1x1 flat, as well as the chocolatey pan. And we're going to attach that. Look. Right there. Perfect. And that's going to be one of the wings. Glorious. And it's going to attach like let me see where it fits. Oh yeah. Look. Like so. I'm trying to give you guys a good angle. Like so. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful. So next we're going to do the other wing. Same thing, opposite orientation, I believe. Starting with the salmon quarter circle. Then adding the neon orange on top. As well as the mini orange house. The orange 1x1 square. And the two yellow quarter circles, transparent color, like so. And we expand our build with the classic 2x4 salmon color. And we add the orange mini house once again. And we add some additional real estate this time around. Hopefully in the correct way the first time as well. Like so. See, they're not aligned here. There is a mini step right there. And we keep on filling up our structure, starting with the chocolatey quarter circle, the two flat, transparent, smooth top oranges, and finally, one more. Is it here though? One more of our transparent orange houses. Interesting. There it is. It was stuck within the pages of the booklet. Right there. So now we're going to add the 1x4 smooth top, as well as chocolatey brown, as well as the 1x2 rounded off slipper. And underneath we add our chocolatey brown pan, like so. Flip it around, and we're going to add the 4 rounded off circles with the nice smooth top and the nice transparent orange color 3 times. We need one more. Oops, there it is. Once again, within the pages of the booklet. At least we didn't lose it. So that's a positive for sure. And we stack our horn, the base of our horn to be specific, with these chocolatey brown dots once again. Perfect. And then we're going to join that to the pan. Perfect. And finally, the unique salmon color brick with the 1x1 chocolatey and the pan. And those are going to go right there. Perfect. And that's going to be the second wing of the beetle. Like so. Beautiful. Okay. Next up we have this 1x4 washing machine. Washing machine in the sense that these hollow knobs look like the front loading holes of washing machines. And to that top we add this beigeish, brownish, creamish color 1x2. To the other side, the 1x2 black with the hook. And on top, the 1x3 black. And 1x1 yellow. And of the same color, a quarter circle. Okay. And we have a sub build that's going to join this one. We start with a 1x3. These different shades of yellow are so nice to see next to each other. So we have a lighter one and a more orangish, egg yolkish, deeper yellow. We add the yellow slipper on top, like so, as well as the caramely, creamish looking 1x2, and on top, this brick. And we're going to add that right there. So we flip our structure to its side. We're going to add this trapezoid-like, rounded off trapezoid-like yellow brick to the side. We have a 1x2 yellow washing machine, and on top a yellow slipper, as well as the egg yolkish 1x1 flat dot, square, sorry, not dot. And that goes right there. And we're going to shield that off with the egg yolkish, bigger, rounded off trapezoid. Like so. Perfect. And we're going to add that. Look. There's the hook. And there's the rod. And we're going to add that right. Oops. Sorry, Beetle. Right there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. And finally, I believe we're going to do the other shield. Starting with the 1x4 yellow washing machine. 1x2 cream on top. 1x2 black. Hooked flat brick on top. 1x3 black, once again. Egg yolkish, 1x1 square. And the egg yolkish quarter circle. So sub-build within the sub-build again, starting with the yellow 1x3, joined by the 1x1 square. Next to that, the 1x2 slipper, atop the creamish, golden brownish 1x2. And then the three-dimensional slipper, I sometimes call it. And we're going to join that right there. So once again, we flip our structure on its side. We're going to add the rounded off trapezoid, yellow color. And underneath it, we're going to add, starting with this 1x2 washing machine, plus the yellow slipper, plus the egg yolk 1x1 square. And that goes right there. And finally, the big shield, the big egg yolk shield, right there. And we're going to add that to the other side. Hopefully you guys can see. Oops. I'm going to add back the beetle to its rightful throne once again. Yep. And we're done. Wow. Step 118. And as usual, we have some extra bricks of the small size. We're going to put those aside. This was the final build, the final sub build within the insect collection Lego set. And we're going to do a review of the three builds next to each other. So we have the Hercules beetle, we have the butterfly, and we have the Chinese mantis. Wow, what a great set this was. And once again, this was from the set Lego Ideas number 50, SKU or serial number. Let me check real quick. 21342. It's supposed to be ages 18 and up, but I don't believe so. Lego insect collection. First we have built in the first two episodes the butterfly. Let me just show you guys close up a bit. Let's close this off, right? First we had the butterfly with the glorious blues, with this amazing plant and with the bee attached, and a more vertical holding structure there too, or therefore. So that was episodes 1 and 2 from the insect collection series on this channel. In the third and fourth episode of the insect collection series, we've built the Chinese mantis. Look at that. Some glorious greens, some very refreshing greens, some deeper greens, some neon greens, some nice flowers, and a more angled holding structure this time around. Chinese mantis. And finally, in today's episode and in the previous episode, we have built the Hercules beetle with the glorious oranges and yellows and a more horizontal holding structure, as well as the two mushrooms. Amazing. And as said, the base of the three builds, the three insects, was quite similar. You know, the soil, the ground, the vegetation. But atop of that, we have gone in three different directions, three amazing insects with dominating colors of blue, of yellow, and of green. What a great set. 1111 pieces. Lego Ideas number 50. Insect collection. Wow. As usual, I'm rating this set on a scale of 10. And on a scale of 10, I'm rating the Lego Insect Collection a 9.9 out of 10. What an amazing joy was it to build this set. I highly recommend purchasing it, trying it, checking it out. And the outcome is, it's just glorious. It's so colorful and so friendly. And they complement each other so well. Super happy. Some very nice building techniques. Some very unique bricks. And some gorgeous colors in there. 9.9 out of 10. Highly recommended. So, this was the Lego Insect Collection series, a 6-episode series in which I've built the butterfly, the Chinese mantis, and finally the Hercules beetle. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I will catch you guys in the next video. And I wish you a very nice day. Goodbye.